Hello and welcome to Electrotech Nerd. So since AMD launched their Ryzen processors a few months ago, I've been thinking about building a Ryzen system. I was originally planning to build a Ryzen system for gaming for my upgrade, but I decided not to, and instead I built my AMD's Intel system here. It's the 6800K GTX 1080 Ti, and I almost regret doing that. I should have waited a little bit to see what the benchmarks and Ryzen. But anyway, what I decided to do is to build a secondary system for development, video capture. I'm thinking about adding a video capture card, doing some development work for my job, and running a couple of Linux virtual machines. So I've been waiting for like deals and things like that, and I decided to pull the plug when I found like a ridiculous awesome deal at Microcenter. So Microcenter had they still have the Ryzen 1600 for like 189. So it's already like discounted, and they currently still have a deal that when you buy a motherboard along with a Ryzen system, you get $30 off. So that means I bought the Ryzen 5 1600 190, and I got the Asrock AB350M Pro 4 Micro ATX motherboard for $79, and after $30 discount with taxes, the Ryzen 5 1600 and the motherboard ended up costing me $254, which is ridiculously amazing. It's just, I mean, if anyone want to build a Ryzen system, go to your nearest Microcenter, even if you need to drive for an hour or so, and get this system. It's get this deal. You can get a normal ATX. I just decided I want to have micro ATX because I want a small form factor, and I'm gonna put it here on my desk as a secondary system. So that's not gonna be my main gaming system, of course. So that's why I went for a processor, a much more powerful processor, and not so much powerful graphics card, because I needed to be able to handle 4K and some light gaming, maybe some emulation gamings and gaming and things like that. So as I said, the Ryzen 5 1600 and Asrock AB350M Pro 4. I got the Gigabyte GTX 1050 2GB overclock edition, and I'm pairing these guys with the Trident Z, the G.SKILL Trident Z DDR4 3000 CL16. I got the Western Digital Blue 256GB SSD serial ATA M.2 and 1TB Western Digital Blue normal hard drive. These guys, I got these guys for good discount because Newegg had another discount on them, and I got also the EVGA 450 watt B3 full modular power supply, which should be more than enough. I already have an old Noctua cooler that I'm gonna be using for the Ryzen 5 1600 instead of the stock cooler, because I really want to hit that 4 gigahertz hopefully with this chip, or at least 3.9. But if you don't have a cooler, Thermaltake Evo 212 is for like $30 is more than sufficient to get you going. I'm gonna be putting this system in the Thermaltake Core V21 Micro ATX. So let's start building. back to Electrotech Nerd. I finished finally my Ryzen build, and I'm pretty happy with it. It came out pretty well. It's running smoothly, no issues whatsoever so far. So I managed to get the system up to overclock to 3.9 gigahertz on the Ryzen 1600. Unfortunately, I couldn't get 4 gigahertz to be stable whatsoever. No matter what I do, I tried increasing the voltage even at 1.4 volts. It's not stable at all. It boots into Windows, but any stress test, it just crashes right away. So I backed it down to 3.9 gigahertz at 1.36 volts, and it's running pretty stable. I've been running, I did a 64 stress test for almost 15 minutes now, and you see it's running at 3.9 gigahertz and 1.376. Yeah, it's reporting it a little bit more than what's set in the BIOS. It's 1.36, but I know it fluctuates a little bit. And I'm pretty happy with the results right there. 3.9 gigahertz for the system and the deal that I paid for the Ryzen 1600 and Asrock 350M Micro ATX Pro. It's 254. It's a great deal. It's an amazing deal. So you guys, if you go to your local Microcenter, if you need a Ryzen system, I think the Ryzen 1600 and the motherboard combo is the way to go. I'm gonna plan to do add a video capture card to capture some video game play, and I'll do some video editing and a few VM virtual machines, Linux virtual machines on it, and I'm happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the build. If you have any questions or comments, please say it below. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in another video.